I gotta be honest, I didn't have Gate Guardian support on my 2023 bingo card. Apologize for the weird lighting. I have a concussion, and the ring lights hurt my brain. Um, Check this out. Um, so basically, we got some Gate Guardians card support and Labyrinth Wall support. It's those twins from Duel Monsters. Um, yeah, it's pretty cool. So the cards do a couple different things. They primarily get extra effects when Labyrinth Wall is on the field, and they basically use the cards Sanga of the Thunder, Kazajin, and Suajin, which are the materials you use to make Gate Guardian, and basically turn them into resources for the new fusion monsters that they have. So let's take this in order of the cards. You have Labyrinth Heavy Tank. Look familiar? It allows you're able to normal summon this without tributing, and I think this is the only card in the deck that does this. And all of the cards in this deck are above level 4. Cannot attack a turn as normal summoned. Makes sense. You can place during your main phase. You can place one Sanga of the Thunder, Kaizujin, and Sujin that is banished or in your hand or deck, face up in your spell and trap zone as a continuous spell. Then, if you control Labyrinth Wall, you can destroy one monster your opponent controls. And it's a once per turn, right? So, like how I said, using Labyrinth Wall as material things. Labyrinth Wall Shadow gives summoning success to Xyz monsters, Link monsters, and anything that is level 4 or lower. It also allows you to, again, place material for Gate Guardian into your spell and trap card zone as a continuous spell, and basically has the added benefit of, if at the start of a opponent's battle phase, if you can target one monster your opponent controls with less than 1600 attack and destroy it. So basically punishing, weaker monsters in that regard. And I think it said less than, so yes, whatever. You have Prey of the Jiragumo. Remember this ugly bastard. This is a monster trap a la, Tiki Warrior, Eldritch, yada yada yada. And it's summoned as a normal monster, and on activation, after it's summoned, you can destroy one monster your opponent controls in the same column as the card. The Curse of Meknet comes to sin again. But you can banish, but when it's in your graveyard, you can add one of the Gate Guardian materials that is banished or in your deck to your hand, and it's a hard once per turn. So this is like, say, your normal. This would change like your normal 4-star or lower, like normal summon for tributing. Like this is how you would do that. So something to consider. Shadow Ghoul of the Labyrinth, another Shadow Ghoul thing. This is a retrain. You can discard this card and add a Labyrinth Wall from your deck to your hand. It's a way to search Labyrinth Wall because so many of the effects that you have are turned on by it. It basically allows you to banish the card from the graveyard if your opponent starts the battle phase with a Labyrinth Wall on the field, and you can destroy their opponent's monster by banishing. So this is basically this is not really ever going to be on the field. This is just a discard and starts doing shit in their graveyard immediately. Not bad. Sorry. And then here we have where we get to the combinations. So if you control a Gate Guardian monster, and there's now 1, 2, 3, 4 types, 3 fusions in the normal one, you can target one card on the field, and destroy it. During your main phase, you can banish this card in your graveyard and add Gate Guardian material that is banished or in your deck to your hand, and then you can basically only use this card's effect once per turn. Yada yada. So this basically, it's all of the cards are consistency boosting and while also giving your opponent's plays. Very good. Also, because it's a quick play, you can do this on your opponent's turn. Here we get to the Gate Guardian of Water and Thunder. This is a more battle-ish focused one. It requires the Water Dude and the Thunder Dude as material. Must be special summoned from your extra deck by banishing the above cards you control. And here's here's the important part. You don't have to have them you have to be on the field. They don't have to be monsters. So if they're continuous spells, like they are activated from the effects of the first 2 cards I showed you, you can go into these no problem. Once per chain, quick effect, you can target one face-up monster your opponent controls and change the attack to 0. Perfectly serviceable. Not the greatest effect on the planet, but fine. If this face-up special summon card in its owner's control leaves the field because of an opponent's card, you can special summon one of your banished, Sujin, or it's recursive. You get a little bit back. I wish you could add both. I wish you could special summon one and like add one to your hand maybe, but I understand. They're not trying to make this a meta deck. They're trying to make this a rogue deck. You get Gate Guardian Thunder and Wind, which basically which is a pure consistency booster. It allows you to add one spell trap from your deck to your hand that mentions any of the Gate Guardian materials, which is basically the entire archetype. So that's all brought in. You can only use this effect once per turn, and it basically has the recursion effect of special summoning one of its materials from the graveyard, from the banished zone, upon opponent's destruction. And here's like your big Bingus monster. This is Gate Guardians combined. It's actually not terrible. If basically it has the ability to negate your opponent effect that targets a monster you control, as a quick effect, 3 times per turn. So this isn't going to save you from the Ghost Girls, I would think. But it would save you from an Effect Veiler, an Infinite Impermanence, things of that nature. And it's you're not protected from non-targeting removal, which sucks. But you do have 3 negates on one body, and that's not fucking nothing. Also, this card allows you to special summon any Gate Guardian monster from your deck or extra deck, ignoring its summoning conditions. So, if this is pop, you can go into the OG Gate Guardian if you're so inclined, which I frankly wouldn't. I would probably go into one of these, but basically this allows you to go into something else while not having to actually banish anything to do so. So you have a little bit of protection there. It's also almost 4,000 attack. There's very few things that are going to get over this, and people don't slot in lightning to their extra deck like they used to. So definitely something. So definitely interesting. While I am really, really liking this almost mimetic nature of the new support that they've been adding to Yu-Gi-Oh! Recently. Like, for example, the Hungry Burger stuff. The Hungry Burger stuff is just awesome. And I think that this is just like another really good example of having cards that in archetypes that people would really want to play for fun. I don't want to play this for fun. I don't want to try and build it. Although, given the slower nature of it, I probably would say that there might be a lot of hand traps in this. But even though, I think the art is fun, the thematics are fun. They basically kind of like took what they used to do and like with like in how like the almost insane nature of how Magical Kingdom, like Duelist Kingdom, used to work, and they sort of applied it to these cards in a way that feels right and also isn't a decade-old type of playstyle. So, 2 thumbs way up. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for watching. I really appreciate it. I like this. It is good. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you guys next time.